Today, physics of sound healing. If you're only skeptical, then no new ideas make it through you. So I'm gonna start telling you guys what a personal experience was, which I don't expect you to relate on any level. And if you ever decide to try these, I don't expect you to feel the same. It's just to explain you why things work the way they work with energy and energy fields. So what happened with me was in Thailand a few weeks ago, a person told me about like these tuning forks healing. So tuning forks work on the vibration of the body and help the body to release like better energy, let's put it that way. So it was a nice, interesting talk. I'm always really skeptical. Like if I don't see it, I don't believe it. And even when I see that, I might still question it. So nice, good talk. It was all interesting. All the experience that he told me would make a lot of sense, but I was like, if it doesn't happen to me, it just makes still no good sense for me. So the day after, Tu and I went there. She went first and I stayed outside to see how the practice was. She basically lay down and this guy was using 2 tuning forks, okay? You bang these tuning forks, they pick up on the vibe that the body, on the energy that the body has, and it makes different sound as you move them through the body. So he starts like assessing her breathing and then start talking to her and then start using these tuning forks. And as he bangs it, it makes different sound as it goes through the body. So as he was doing it, she was laying on the back, he was moving between the leg, and at some point between the ankle, the sound would stop. It seems like someone just wrapped the forks up and there was no more sounds coming from. It was like some energy stuck down there. And I could see like through the breathing, through the talking, every time he was banging on it, it could direct the energy further and further down. So if before the sound was stopping in between the ankle, now it was stopping like a couple of feet off her feet. So you could really see how the sound was different going through the body. And as he did that, he started to do like everything from the right to the left side, because there's like different hemisphere from your like men's side or female side or stress or everything. They started to build this map of energy through the body. And I saw, and he kept on doing that. He could identify some things that happen onto his life really precisely. So it's really easy to say to someone like something happened like on your teens years. Yeah, of course, like we've all had something happen in our life, but he's been able to identify some of the things that happened to her life really clearly. So it started to like interest me a bit more, but still I was like, okay, it's happening to her. Maybe she's like, she just believes in this a little bit more, so she feels it more. Never happened to me yet. So I don't know what this is going to be. My time comes up, I go onto the table, start to do the same assessment with me, we start talking, assess my breathing and all that. And then he goes to me, he's like, mate, I don't think you have like any big trauma, which I don't have. I think I had a good life on that point of view. So it was like, just turn on your back. So we just start to talk about my life and my goals and all of that, always monitoring my breathing and everything. And he just find like something stuck in my lower back. It was like, has anything happened on your lower back? And when I was 6 or 7, I lost my legs for a little bit of time. I fell out on my ass, my legs went numb, and they thought I was paralyzed. And that's probably the scariest injury that I've ever had. I broke my wrist, I twisted my ankle, I've done a lot of stuff. But when you feel like you lose your legs, it's a little bit different, right? And I was like, yeah, I gotta kind of get something over there. So the more we keep on going, the more I was like, fuck, this is actually accurate. Like it's picking up on a lot of things that happened to me. And as we keep on doing that, you keep on breathing, you keep on doing your things, I felt like something twitching into my belly. It was not my stomach, just something twitched there. Felt like something touched my back. No one touched me. My arms went numb, my shoulders went on fire. So it was like, it was a full body experience, which I've never experienced before. I was really, I would make fun of these things up until the day before. So I was like, what the fuck is going on? So before that, the beginning of my week, I just did a wrong movement onto my shoulder. I really thought if I was not gonna break it, I really thought like I was gonna get hurt really bad. So pain on my shoulder all week, could barely like move my shoulder back, get off my table, my shoulder's on fire, move back, shoulder's brand new. I'm not joking about like my shoulder went fine, and I'm skeptical about all of this. My legs were jelly, so I was like, fuck, for like an hour. I didn't really know what happened. So I just took a walk, tried to relax, and I was like, okay, so what this is all about, okay? So it's something that I have never experienced before. So like talking with this person a bit more, doing my own researches and find out, I identify like the sound healing works in 3 different fields into your body. Field 1 is the breathing, because breathing can help your body to relax. But there's so much to say about breathing that I don't want to just touch it like on a surface for now. I'll keep it as my next coach, the coaches, because there's much more we can dig into for breathing. So I'll just leave it there for now. We're going to focus more on energy and vibration for this time. So why that things work? Why those tuning forks work onto your body? Why do they make sounds? Now, we usually think of our body as something that's finished with our skin. So when the skin is over, the body is over. It actually goes further than that. If you take off your skin, your bones, and your muscle, you end up with your nervous system, right? Your nervous system works through energy. Now, if you imagine like a lamp, the bulb light, the light is there, but it expands more, right? The lamp is not just the light itself in there, it just goes around more. Same is for the energy that comes to your body. It's not just within your body, it can go outside your body as well. So as we say, if we live like we just stay with our nervous system, there are 7 points that are called chakras. That goes from the top of your head until your genitals. Now you can be like spiritual as you want, see them as you like, but what chakras really are is just like 7 points into your body where a lot of these nerves come to the same place. So are your more sensible part of the body. When we did with Lloyd, you remember when we did like about spacing, I would say like shoulder to shoulder with people, you don't feel much, but when you go face to face, you feel more vulnerable through the middle, right? Because like that's the most sensitive part of your body. It might have happened to you guys to like miss someone. When you miss somebody bad, you don't feel like, oh, I miss it so much, my hamstrings pulls. You miss it here, right? Or if someone breaks your heart. Or if like any emotion, you feel it more here. You never have emotion that hurts your shoulders, right? And that's just because all those chakras, like where all your emotions are stored, is like these 7 points into your body. Now,
what are the 7 points, man? No.
It's just like they have like all different names and they all relate to like different emotion.
And they all go through?
Yeah, from like top of your head to like your genitals. So there's like one on the top, one in the middle, one on the neck, one on the throat. They goes like in 7 different points. There's much more to dig into that. Like this is like a really surface talk. Huh?
Maybe why we say don't pass my balls.
Yeah, that's part of that. Yeah. So like, yeah, there's so much more to this. Like this is like a 10-15 minutes talk. Then if you guys want to learn more, I have more like stuff to send you out, or you can research yourself. But basically, you have these 7 points that store your emotion, and just like anything into your body. Let's say your parents had like an addiction or something, you're much more likely to experience that addiction more, like later into your life. If your parents were sporty, good chance you might get a good body when you grow into your life. Like everything grows, like everything stay within you. Same as your emotion. Like everything you've lived through your life doesn't just disappear once it's gone. It stays into your body. If you get an injury, you don't take care of it, it's gonna be with you for a long time. So that shoulder you never fixed, 30 years later, is still gonna hurt you. And it's the same thing with your emotion. If you don't fix those things, they're gonna stay within you. So as we said now, body is made of energy, and energy expands. Now the map that they designed is that energy can go like a couple of feet above your head and under your feet, and around 6 feet on your side, the side of your body. As it happened to a lot of people, you met someone, that person has a bad vibe. What really is a bad vibe? Or a good vibe? Like you can't touch it, you can't see it, you can't draw it, you just feel it, right? It's just that energy that person is sending to you. As opposed, some people might have a good vibe and you just like receive that good energy that is good with you, right? So we don't just stop on our skin, our energy expands through the body. So what we say now, good vibe for the clients. If you come in and you're moody, they pick up on that vibe, right? If you come in and you're excited, your client most likely are gonna pick up on those vibes. So our body is energy. Energy moves through vibration, okay? Vibration could be of your limbs, like your arms, your legs that moves, could be smaller as your finger, could be even smaller, your organs. Second day your heart stops beating, first thing they do, energy back to your body so they can start to vibrate again. When you die, there's no more movement here, your brain goes flat. There's no more energy that vibrates through your body. So all these things, you can see it as spiritual as you want, but it's actually how your body works. Then we have much smaller vibration, your muscles, 0.03 seconds. Your eyes, when they look at something that vibrates back and forth. Audible sounds of waves and ultrasonic sound of localization and proprioception. Proprioception. That was, for an Italian in English, that was a good one. So everything vibrates, and that's also how we perceive things. We send our vibration out, we perceive things through vibration. You have little stones in your ears that gives you balance through vibration. Music is another thing. How do you perceive music? It's just like sounds, it's like wave sounds that get like vibrate through the air and come to your ear. That way you perceive music. So how can we tune in to make sure the vibration that we send out are a little bit more aligned? It's like natural environment versus made-man environment. Now, have you ever noticed, like, when are you more relaxed? Feet in the sand, looking at the sunset, chilling in there, or sitting in the car stuck in the traffic? Okay, why is that? Why we don't enjoy more being in a car with someone like honking on the horn or just like loud noises? Because they don't align to the vibration that the body has. Like it or not, you're much more connected to Earth and the universe than you think you are. Small example is like the iron you have into your blood. It didn't exist as it is right now in nature before. Like the iron came from combustion of dying stars. Billions of years ago in the universe, spread out across the universe, enter into our atmospheres, enter into our body as we evolved as humans. So even things that you have within your body were not like that when the universe existed. Like we belong to the universe, we belong to the planet, so we're strictly related to that. And the reason why you enjoy more sitting in the beach, looking at the sunset, is because those vibrations of the earth and those sounds are more coherent to the sound that your body needs to receive. So if we keep on disturbing those signals that we need to receive, then we're not alive. Therefore, we might have like emotional blockages or things that pull us down from being our best, right? Same thing. You go into your car, turn on the radio, it doesn't pick up the signal, it's just like that bad noise that just goes, it makes no sound, it's just bad. You start tuning that in, start to pick up on the right station, music comes out, station's working. Same thing is your body, your energy or your emotion. If you're not able to align that, it's just wrong. You don't feel good, you don't feel yourself, might things then pull you back. It might be also things that you don't know, like you're all pretty old compared to me, so you've been through a lot of things in your life. No, I'm joking, but you've been through a lot of things in your life. Some of them you might not even think about anymore, but they might still be with you. You might not know that your shoulder hurts if you sit in the car, but the second you lift your arm, that shoulder starts to hurt again. So there might be things that you don't even know about anymore, but they're still within you, and they might prevent you to be like fully happy or whatever you're trying to achieve. So this energy field, as we say, we expand. So that all the things that we did when we had that experience, it was just trying to find where like those incoherent sounds were coming from and see what could be related of. Like the further out you move from your circle of energy, that's your birth. The closer you move into your body, that's today thing. So if you go like halfway through, I'm 27, it's gonna be my 13, 14 years old, okay? So the whole tuning for things that I have experienced is nothing more than try to find what's wrong with your energy, try to find what's wrong with your vibe and adjust it. What medicine trying to do now, most of the time, is like to attack the pain that you have and not look into the cause that gives you that pain. For me, I just twisted my shoulder, I got scared that I was really gonna hurt that stuff. My pain was not really physical, it was probably more emotional. We did that, pain in the shoulder went off. Now, I'm not saying like give up on this, don't do your therapy anymore, just keep on doing that. It's good stuff for you. But maybe there's something more into that. Like maybe you can like dig in a little bit more, find other things that prevent you from being like your best version of yourself, like realize other things and just, you know, it doesn't hurt. I was really skeptical with that as well, and then I found out working. It's such a powerful tool. Sometimes you might feel like something's on your stomach, prevent you to like fully breathe. There's nothing in there. You're just like stuck on some emotion or some feelings or your stress or whatever it is. And it means just like the energy you're sending out is not tuning right. Same as the radio is not tuning right, all you need to do is retune that energy just so you can like be better, feel good.
So Ed, what you just said, like you have to tune in the energy, sometimes something's wrong. So the thing with the things you said in the beginning, that's the solution?
Yeah, so like or that thing. So I don't want to talk too much into the practice because I don't practice that. So I might say something that is wrong. I just want to report my experience and what I found after that and what I think it is. Now, they explain me briefly. So like that tuning forks, it just vibrates at the same frequencies that the earths vibrate. That's why it's just a good sound for your body to receive. So when you try to align something to that vibration, if your two vibrations are too distorted, then the sound is not coherent. When you start to realign that, then it works. Now, I don't know exactly how hard you need to bang, how you need to move from where you need to start, because I don't do that. I've just experienced that, right? It's like seeing someone doing a snatch and actually coach a snatch. It's a bit different, right? So you can see, but like I cannot.
My question was like, just is this the only way to
No.
realign it?
No, it's,
If I wanted to start off, say, right, I want to improve this, what would I go and do today?
so it's not the only way. There's not just one single thing that will help your problem, his problem, your problem, and his. This is just something that I found working for me on that time. Then, might help me again in the future? Possibly yes. Might help like fix all my problem in my life? Maybe not. But it's just another tool that we have. We can go to the physiotherapist, we can go to the dietitian, we can go and try to do something like that. So if you want to do something like this today, I can get you in contact with people that do this sort of therapy, same person that has done it to me, and try and see if it works for you. And it might take you one lesson to see the results. Some people go through that, like, I don't know, once a week for 4 or 5 months to just like being able to like lose yourself. Because also, you know, like not everyone is the same way you receive and give energy, not everyone is like able to receive the same way, right? So it might be harder for some people to open on some topics, or it might be harder for you to like talk about some stuff, or like some of us there's like, I don't know, like a harder like membrane to go through. So some people are really emotional, it's easy for them to go through these ones. Some people might need like to get used to and get comfortable through these. So there are of course people that do it, and you can try. It's just like another tool to just overcome and just feel better.
What do they do for your shoulder, mate? Can you explain like maybe what the process was? And if you hurt your shoulder, you can't move it.
Yeah.
And what happened that when you finished that session,
So
it feels fine?
it's really hard to explain it because you kind of have to go through that. So it did not touch my shoulder at all. Like nothing had happened. All I did was lay down on my face on the table. I've just been breathing deeply. I never really focused on my breathing, and we've talked a few times about your breathing, the placebo effect, your mind can affect your body. There's like body healing from cancer, taking sugar pills. So why can't my shoulder heal if I think about that? So I was not even focusing on my shoulder, like just through the breathing, like get air through my body, through the talking we were doing, and through possibly with me, my talk was more into how I see myself developing as a human, where I see myself in my career, in my job, living, in my relationship with my family, and see if I can, like, if I have my things cleared out. So for me, it was not really a talk about past events, other than when we talk about my lower back injury. It was more a talk on how I see myself going, visualize all that, and actually hear myself saying that to see if I actually believe in that. Because it's really easy to say, like, I want to be the best business manager, the best businessman in the world. But are you actually doing something to go towards that? Like, are you really doing it, or is it just cool to say that? So for me, it was like, the powerful thing was to hear my thoughts. Because most of the time you hear just those things and you don't really say it out loud. When you say it out loud to that person, for me too, it was in the room as well, so she heard what I think and what I say, like no filters.
Those plans include her? Or?
Yeah, of course. So like, no, of course they did.
Was he maybe the ones over you at the time? No.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, so like it was banging and going through that and just like trying to, so there's like 2 forks that has 2 different vibration, and there's 2 other forks that you can put into your body. Like they stays on your body, so you feel the vibration going through the body. So like 2 tools that stays out, 2 tools that stays in. But that, don't go too in detail.
Having a chat and he's doing some stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is like, it's the same thing. If you have someone that comes to your house because your antenna is not working, your TV is not working, you might just chit chat with him as he fixes few wires, and then magically your TV is working again. It's just because you can pick up the signal again, right? That's the same exact thing. All you need to do is just retune so you can pick those signals back in. So it doesn't have to be anything crazy. The same way your TV doesn't pick up the sign and it doesn't work, same does your body. Energy is energy. It's not that because it's in your body, it's different from the energy that comes from the light. Still energy. It still moves through space the same way. So if your tuning is out, you need to just retune that in. Then of course, if you go into the breathing, if you go into visualization, if you go into all those processes, make it like a more powerful experience than just me and you sitting on the table and you just bang stuff, right?
Hang on, so you're saying you retuned it to the vibrations of the earth, right?
Yeah. So like the idea is what we said before. When you're more comfortable, sit in a car or through the like watching.
So then again, so to answer that question, I think is to get those vibrations. If you can't get access to somebody with the wands, you go and do things like
Like the hike or like things that relax you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like.
Yeah, it's just like all those vibrations are good for the body. Like, have you ever had a good night of sleep when you fell asleep with your iPad in front of your eyes, watching movie until the very last second? No, because like that thing is just not a good vibration coming for you. Do they ever recommend you to sleep with your phone next to your face? No, because the vibration coming through the phone are not good for you.
After you go to the beach, you're always dead tired and you have a really good sleep, right?
Huh? I really never understand when he talks.
Every time you go to the beach and get in the sea,
Yeah, it's always a good time.
you always have a good sleep after this.
Yeah.
Is that just me there?
Yeah, like, it's true.
They say it's the sea air, don't they? It's obviously not. It's the fact that you're...
But also, like, if you spend a good day with someone you have a good time with, don't you go home happier than stay with someone you feel like, oh, that person really bothers me, or just bring good vibes in my life?
I had a good sleep after Tony Robbins.
All right, cool. I knew that's because you were sitting next to me.
It shows when people will grow up in nature, like for example, like the Icelandic athletes, so they have that sort of connection with the earth. They're always that's the sort of country they live in, right? Whereas people who live in cities are a little bit different.
Yeah, there's like a lot of factors that can increase. Like one thing we just talked 3 seconds ago now. It's like when we coach, phones off, it tunes you off from the class. And this tunes you in and make you feel better. It's like all those things take away like what your body actually needs. It doesn't need phones, it doesn't need TVs, it doesn't need all that. It just needs to be retuned. As we said, if you're part of the universe more than you think you are, doesn't matter how spiritual you consider yourself. I'm not really a spiritual guy. There's nothing I can do. Like I can't deny the fact that it's actually like that. So more things you do like that. It's the same thing like that when we talk about food. If you eat something coming from an animal that has been abused or tortured or anything, it might carry within the same meat something that is dangerous from the body or toxic for the body. And like those things transmit through time. They don't just go away, same as your emotion and feelings, same as things that might happen to your parents, they might stay with you. So it's not, your emotions should be treated the same way you treat your body. If your body hurts, you fix it. If your emotion hurts, you fix them. It's not just, they exist. You just don't see them as you see it if you break a bone. Like you see that, but they're still there.
Cool. Very good, mate.
Thank you.